And so, some of the other questions that we're looking at here is going to be the takeaways, like how do we present a great proposal, right? Well, the way you present a great proposal is the proposal is a framework for a partnership, but the actual presentation of how you solve problems is based on the analysis
from the meeting. When we say the meeting, sit down and talk to them. If you're going to walk around and look at a building, it's almost worth not even going.
No, because what are you doing when you walk around and you look at a building? What are the actual functions of walking around looking at a building?
Measuring.
Yes.
Flooring surfaces, things like that. And then here's a quote.
Yeah. Inventory. That's it.
And then you I won't even do it. Like, it's like, oh, well, do you want to just walk? You got a couple minutes? Oh yeah. I just want to let you know like how we do things. We do things a lot different than in other companies.
Yeah. I have a bunch of questions to ask.
We've ran into like people that don't want to walk, and you just got to slow them down a little bit. And then they're usually okay. You might have those one-off. It's like, oh, and like, well, typically when I go on walks like this, all you're looking for is a quote. Is that what's going on? Yeah, really, man, Greg, all I need is a quote, man, because my boss, and then you're like, got it. At least I know what I'm looking at. And then you can decide, am I going to give you a quote or not? Because if someone came to us and I said, Matt, can I get a quote on this building? I just need a quote. What are you going to tell them?
What are you needing just a quote for?
Well, I think you give it to my boss. I need one of 3 quotes. I want you to be one of my 3 quotes.
Are you happy with your current company?
It doesn't really matter. I just need the quote.
Well, that's not what we are. We're not a quote making machine.
Okay. Matt usually tells them, oh, it's $1 million.
No. And if they say, and I'll say, if you just want a price, I can give you a number if that makes sense. And they're like, well, we have this many square feet and it's 5 days a week and I have this many employees. I'll be like, it's probably about $15,000 a month. Oh my God, that's way too high. Well, you got the number you wanted, right? Because we're either in there solving problems, creating partnerships, or we're not, right? Yeah. So it's a mindset.
Because you have no chance on if you're one of 3 quotes usually.
No, these are the things that,
Let's try that. Like, let's say that psychology with that, because we deal with a lot of people probably watching this right now that are like, I get that. I'm one of 3 quotes. So
how are you going to stand out?
How are you going to do that? So if I'm going to Matt and I'm like, I'm the customer, I'm going to Matt and saying, Matt, I'm one of 3 quotes. I want you to be one of my 3 quotes.
Okay.
So if Matt takes that whole psychology that we've been talking about and brings it into this scenario, Matt would probably ask questions like, okay, well, tell me a little bit why you want to have 3 quotes. He's going to start asking questions, right? Yeah. So go ahead.
Well, it would be the conversation if somebody were like, we're getting 3 quotes. This is the reason why I don't like RFPs. Like, this is not the strength that we have, because we don't bid on numbers, right? We bid on value. And so when I have a salesperson come to me and say, oh, we have this RFP and it's this great big deal. And I'm like, yeah, I've got about a 10% shot at making that deal happen, because it's all going to be based on price. That's it. And, we're competing against people who have built their entire company around how do we get RFPs to say yes. So for me, if somebody falls outside of that, I'll use a current example, one of the schools that we just signed. They went out and they got 3 bids. And out of those 3 bids, the last time that we met with them, you and I went out, the questions we asked, well, what is going to be the most important part of that decision? What are you looking for? Is it partnership? Is it pricing? Is it longevity? And they're like, well, we're looking for this, and this. Out of the other 2 companies, besides us, what are you seeing that you like the most from them? I'm going to continue to, because I need to know where we're going to differentiate ourselves.
And those are hard questions, because people don't want to be like, well, what I like the most about them is I've been with this dude for 20 years. I'm never going to change. That may be his answer. That's confronting.
And it's like, great, then we have another company you can call that would be happy to give you a proposal. We're not that company, right? Because the most valuable thing we have is time, and we need to avoid, wasting that time. And it goes back to some of the things we talked about in the past, is that we tend to use time as credit, not cash. And that's a problem. And in sales, that's absolutely true. So the takeaway I would say from this entire podcast should be this, as much as we can simplify it. You need to start this week asking more questions. The biggest social influencer for somebody to say yes to your proposal is going to be trust.